Planet Dolan.
How do casinos trick you into feeling like you're winning even when you're not? How do they get the money out of you even if you don't gamble? From psychological tricks to behind-the-scenes technology, here are 10 things casinos would prefer you never think about. I'm Hellbent, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10. It's a pretty simple equation. The more time you spend in a casino, the more money you spend. Casino games take your time just as much as they take your money. It's like binging a great show on Netflix. You can lose a whole day and not even notice. And that's exactly what the casinos want. There's some pretty obvious psychology behind keeping you isolated from the outside world. Taking a peek out of a window and seeing that it's nighttime already will spur you to want to go home. And well, if you're home, you're no longer spending money there. Number 9. The bad news is, dealers have been caught stealing. The good news is, they're stealing from the casino and not the players. The most common method of theft is simply stealing chips. One woman stuffed $3,000 worth of chips in her bra, 6 chips at $500 each. And she did it on an elevator, under video surveillance in case you're wondering how she got caught. Another dealer at a UK casino had a false pocket where he'd slide chips that went all the way down into his socks. Then he would go out for a smoke break and give the chips to an accomplice who would exchange them for cash. Number 8. Almost nothing that you see in a casino is by accident. The height of the ceilings, the position of the lights, the smell on the floor, everything. But the scent science of casinos isn't as simple as you might think. Scent is strongly tied to memory and emotion, so it's not as simple as just drawing people in with the scent of popcorn or freshly baked cookies. That just makes you hungry. They're not trying to feed you, they're trying to take your money. The scents they use are blended and pumped into the ventilation systems to reflect the location of the casino. Then they're focus tested to see which scents tend to drive more spending and gambling. They want to psychologically tap into all of your senses, even your nose. Number 7. Much like grocery stores, casinos are laid out in a very deliberate sort of way to get you to wander through them and spend money in places where you normally wouldn't. But unlike grocery stores, casinos are not laid out to let you know where everything is. They're labyrinth-like mazes of flashing lights and confusion. You're not likely to get lost in a casino necessarily. If you really want to get out, it's easy enough to do. But in the meantime, if you're just wandering around on the floor, you're much more likely to run into a shiny wall of something new than an exit. Number 6. Slot machines have the biggest payouts of any game on the casino floor. Put $1 in, win $1 million back, right? And on top of that, they're also the most visually attractive. Why do you think that is? In addition to having the worst odds of any game on the floor, they're also the game in which you have the least amount of control. Before you even think about putting a coin in the machine, the outcome has already been determined. The only control you have is whether you decide to put money in the machine or keep it in your pocket. At least at a table game like blackjack, you can make a couple of decisions that might affect the outcome. Number 5. In a large-scale casino like the Bellagio, there are probably about 2,000 cameras on in the casino at all times, with roughly 50 monitors displaying the footage on demand. Obviously, a few security personnel can't watch all 2,000 cameras at once, but the footage is kept and archived, so if there's any evidence of cheating or theft, they can reference the footage easily. Or maybe just observe your behavior and write down a couple of notes. Number 4. Near wins are a deceptively strong weapon. To the average gambler's brain, a near win provides almost the same rush as an actual win, even though it's still a loss. In other words, if a slot machine comes up with 2 sevens instead of 3, what it's basically telling you is, "Hey, we almost won! We just need a little bit more to win big!" In reality, those near wins are programmed into most slot machines to keep people playing, because a near win is still a loss and a loss still means losing money. Number 3. Casinos are on the forefront of security. They watch everything from every angle. The simple act of counting cards? They've seen that a billion times. They even have people trying to defraud them with disguises and false identities, so they've invested in facial recognition technology. They have all the angles covered. It's not like they got a choice. So if you think you're just gonna waltz in and outsmart the house, think again. They probably already busted someone else trying to do the exact same thing. Number 2. Casinos aren't just places where you gamble. They're huge entertainment hubs with hotels, restaurants, bars, and even live entertainment. If you're spending time at a casino, they're gonna find ways to separate you from your money. Hidden fees and marked up services are two of the most popular ways to do it, and while that's true of all hotels to an extent, hotel casinos are among the worst offenders. Hope you enjoyed that $20 bottle of water. Number 1. If you've learned anything from this, it's that casinos will use any dirty, subtle psychological tricks they can to lift your money off of you. The use of chips is one of the most insidious. We all know what money feels like, right? It's metal coins or paper bills or plastic cards, but casino chips? Chips don't feel like money. That's why a $1 chip is the same size and weight as a $25,000 chip. The average person might think twice about putting a stack of $100 bills on the table for a bet, but one little innocent chip? That doesn't seem like much at all, even though it's the same amount. Sure, they make a $10,000 bill, but your average Joe probably hasn't seen anything over 100, much less held one. They're more used to handling Benjamins, not Hamiltons. So when you take a guy's Benjamins and crunch them into a little chip, it just doesn't feel as heavy. Furthermore, to leave the casino, you have to cash out. And if you want to cash out, you gotta walk by all those other countless temptations on the way. I mean, hey, the slot machine's right there. Maybe you can make the money back. Maybe you just need to play one more time. What time is it? How much is this chip worth? How many drinks have I had? I'm gonna go play the game. This video was made possible by our fans over on Patreon. Thanks for your support, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.